Hey everyone, it's me, Chris from Body Nova Fitness Coaching, and we're going to talk about dumbbell exercises. This is going to be a series of videos that we're going to have on dumbbell exercises for different body parts, or getting dumbbell workouts that are basically just exercises. Workouts that are using just dumbbells. Okay, so this one's going to be for legs. But before we get too much into that, I want you to understand that if you use dumbbells, if you use body weight, if you use cables, machines, whatever it is, there's always going to be a pro and a con to using them. Okay, nothing is 100% is 100% advantage, nor 100% disadvantage. Okay, so as we get into this, I'll try to do a tutorial for each exercise in this. Actually, I will do it, and I'll at some point I'll get them in the description. I don't know my editing order. I don't know how that's going to work out for me because I'm not organized. Anyway, as I say that, okay, with the dumbbells, with some of the exercises that you're going to do, you know, there's a pro and a con. Yes, dumbbells, you know, you can have them anywhere and they're cheap, and in some instances, like for example, if I think of doing flies, is some instances in the range of motion, you know, you get higher quality work than you can with using cables or machines or something like that. But at some point in the strength curve, you're going to get there's going to be no tension on the muscle, so it's going to be lower quality. So like I said, there's a pro. If I'm doing flies and I'm stretched out like here, that's going to be, my muscles going to be really stretched out, and they're really going to have to work hard to pull me up. But as I get that closer, that weight closer being right on top of my shoulder, there's going to be no tension. Where if I did a cable crossover, there would be tension. Okay, that's going to multiply, because if you do the leg curl, for example, and the leg curl, you have a leg curl, you put the dumbbell between your feet, you know, and you try to leg curl it. By the time you get that, it's going to be strong in the beginning, but by the time you get that up, it's going to be pretty weak, and which is interesting because the leg curl has a reverse curve. So I don't know if you've done leg curls, but most people struggle as that weight gets closer to their heels get closer to their butt than they do when the heels are far away from the butt or not quite over the top. So you want to keep that in mind. It's going to be a little bit different. But if you have the luxury, or if you have a partner, you can remedy that by using a band with the dumbbell. Okay, because the band will stretch and add extra tension. You know, I actually, in my home workout series, I do show that exercise with the band, the leg curl using the band, and that's a good idea. All right, split squats are great with dumbbells. No matter which split squat you do, if you do it just with, you know, the regular split squat, Bulgarian split squats. I'm doing some regular split squats here. If you do a front foot elevated, which I really like the front foot elevated because it makes you use your quads more, and then it could allow you to do high quality split squats and have flexibility issues. Okay, so I hit the split squats here, holding the dumbbells, but see, here's a drawback. Dumbbells are great. Dumbbells are easy to deal with. Okay, but at the same time, how's your grip strength? Okay, is your grip strong enough to hold the dumbbells that provide you with a good leg workout? Okay, so I'll use straps. And I'll wrap them around the dumbbell sometimes, and I'll hold on to those dumbbells when I'm doing those split squats, so the grip does not become as much of an issue. Okay, so that's another thing to think about. Which leads me to the other exercise. Okay, which is one of my favorites. It is the stiff-legged deadlift. Okay, if you use it with dumbbells, it's really great. But for me, the gym usually does not, like this gym that I'm at right now, their dumbbells only go to 100. Okay, so I cannot perform sets lower than 15 to 20 reps because I can do stiff-legged deadlifts with a lot of weight. I mean, you've probably seen me in my videos. I have at least 315 on the bar, and I'm doing sets of 15. So that is a drawback. But the plus to it is if you use the dumbbells, you can come down with the dumbbells in front of you like you would a bar, right? And everything is in front of you. The weight is in front of you, so you're kind of like a longer lever, which would make your lower back muscles work harder. If you got back issues, could stress your lower back. But if you use the dumbbells, you can put them along your sides. Now you're inside the weight that you're using. As you're coming down, you can put them along your sides. You're inside the weight that you're using, which makes you a shorter lever, because now you're inside the weight, and it's less stress or tension on your back. And it's really great. You can get a high quality hamstring workout doing the stiff-legged deadlift. Okay, so think about it in terms of that way. All right. We talked about the leg curls already, and it's very similar with the leg extension. Now, the leg extension is an end range exercise. So when you're here with the leg extension, let's see, when you're here with the leg extension, this way down here really doesn't matter much. It's as you get close to the top and as you straighten that leg out, that's when everything more matters with the leg extension. So luckily the dumbbell curve matches up with that. So it's great for the leg extension, maybe not so much for the leg curl. But again, you have to be able to hold this weight between your feet. And sometimes I've even tried it or done it where I did a weight plate and I used the weight belt and I've wrapped it around my feet and I've hit reps, and that can work well too. Okay, so the leg extension works really well with that. Certain things I'll do body weight. I'll just sometimes, I can just end that with sissy squats, with body weight. I can do goblet squats. But see, with goblet squats, again, goblet squats for me, because they don't make dumbbells heavy enough. I mean, it's like I front squat 400 for reps. Even now at this weak point, I could probably at least do 315 for 8 reps. So can I hold a dumbbell up here that's going to equal that? Okay, no. All right, but some people who are starting out, it works really well because you can do it, and you can do it for high reps. What might be interesting to you guys is get a good weight and you do a time set with it. You end your workout with a time set for the goblet squat. Especially if you have your heels elevated and you say, hey, okay, well, I got my weight, 1 minute. I'm going to hit as many as I can. I'm going to rest 2 minutes and I'm going to repeat it. And that will be challenging, pretty challenging for your quads. That'd be a good way to end your workout. Or you can do that with lunges. You can end the workout with lunges, and again, say do a time set. And if you need your hamstring work, you got 2 choices. You can do got it from Eric Serrano. He calls it the hamstring prey contraction. Don't know where the name came from. You can take it up with him if he'll even answer you, because I don't think he's on social media very often. Yeah, but Doc Serrano showed us the hamstring prey contraction. It's really great for your hamstrings, and you can hold a weight plate at your heels, like 10, maybe some people 25 pounds, and you're just basically lifting your feet off the ground as you're kneeling on the floor. Okay, and you can put a weight right on your heels and try to hold that up, and that could be a time set also. You can say, hey, 75 seconds, 90 seconds, put that weight plate, I'm going to hold it, and I'm not going to let my toes or any part of my lower leg touch the ground. Great exercise for the hamstrings, great accompanied with the leg curl. You can superset the leg curl with the hamstring prey contraction and get some really high quality hamstring work. Okay. Hip thrust also work well. I'm not so much into the hip thrust with the dumbbell. One, because they don't make dumbbells heavy enough. But maybe you could work something with a dumbbell and you just hit multiple reps. another time set. And you're getting a high volume of work, high quality, short period of time. You don't have to do a whole lot of sets, and that will totally torch your legs. I'll put the workout up at the end of this video, so you guys can maybe you guys can play with it if you want to do all dumbbell work. But there's a lot of exercises you can do with dumbbells. Basically, anything that you can do with a barbell, you can do with a dumbbell, but it may be awkward, more or less awkward than using a barbell. Okay, so sometimes it'll get pointless to even try it. Like with my case with the front squat, you're trying to front squat or exert your squat and substitute the goblet squat for that to where I can hold a dumbbell. So it's just basically get in where you fit in.